gold here in the HWA.
So many things going on with Quinten Lee here in the HWA. Of course, after defeating Rory Fox numerous times, Rory has now joined the Black Militia, or so it looks after this evening. Quinten Lee now is the television champion. Is there a television time limit on these match hooks?
On TV there is, but I believe tonight here at Ground Zero we have no time limit.
Well, that's good news for Mike Desire. He's wrestling the much more experienced, much smarter Quinten Lee, but Mike Desire, a hot rookie here in the HWA, looks to be a good matchup.
Quinten Lee claiming to be the smartest man in the HWA. Debatable, but you can't argue with the fact that he's been very successful with his title.
You can't argue with the gold. You can't argue with the winning streak. Quinten Lee, he might be the smartest man in HWA.
Gumbo Malone finally got things under control here.
Absolutely. It's always pandemonium at the HWA Arena. Remind you fans, check out HWAOnline.com for all the upcoming events in the HWA. You can also go to the merchandise section and order this tape. You can order DVDs as well as other shows that we've had. Anything you've missed out on or something you want to see again, you can get all that off of HWAOnline.com. As we see here, Mike Desire getting stretched up as Quinten Lee stalls, trying to use a little bit of his mental prowess, so to speak, over Mike Desire, getting into his head a little bit. Mike Desire's ready to fight.
Well, Mike Desire brings a lot of energy into the ring here in this matchup. Quinten Lee methodically circling around, sizing up Mike Desire, doing what Quinten Lee does best.
Taunting Mike Desire in the corner.
Quinten Lee, the smartest man, well, I believe in HWA, is going to turn that energy that Mike Desire brings. If I'm right, I think Quinten Lee's going to try to turn that energy against him.
Absolutely. He knows Mike Desire is young and hungry, and he knows Mike Desire is very emotionally into this match, and he's going to try and use that to his advantage.
Quinten Lee's in no hurry here. This is Mike Desire's title to win. Quinten Lee, if he could just hold his own here, he's going to keep that TV belt.
Quinten Lee likes a more slow, methodical type matchup, working his opponent down to the mat, whereas Mike Desire full of high energy and high impact moves.
One thing Quinten Lee might not have planned on is Gotti being at ringside with Mike Desire. That could possibly be an equalizer here.
Absolutely. The veteran experience that Quinten Lee holds over Mike Desire is negated by the veteran experience of Gotti on the outside. Gotti's taught Mike Desire quite a bit, and you can tell it's showing because Mike Desire is very cool under pressure right here in this match, wanting to fight with Quinten, trying to bring it to him, not playing into Quinten's games at all.
Took a swipe there, Quinten Lee, who's standing outside, just kind of chilling, taking his time, comes back into the ring now.
Quinten Lee very rarely ever loses his cool in a match like this.
Does Quinten Lee's hair ever get messed up either, I wonder?
Well, looks like it's falling off his head in some places.
He's got a nice part going on, that's what.
Here's the professor.
Very proper
statement.
grammar with Quinten Lee as his taunts directed toward the fans.
Absolutely, Quinten Lee is definitely one of the smartest men in the HWA. No doubt about that. His vocabulary.
I'm interested in his educational background. Is he a doctor? Is he a lawyer? What?
He claims to be all of the above. Anytime anyone has asked him, he is all of the above. He's chosen to come into wrestling because he believes that his mental status will take him to places that no one's been before, and it's quite possible it could happen.
He's got a little bit of a weight advantage over Mike Desire, it looks like. Quinten Lee now with those head scissors on Mike Desire, kicks out, back up to the feet.
Headlock takeover there by Mike Desire. 2 count on Quinten Lee. Mike Desire quickly showing an advantage here in this matchup, being quicker and smaller. I don't think Quinten Lee is as well prepared for this as he thought. Talking to him this past week when he was doing commentary for HWA Television, he seemed to be very nonchalant about this match. He was more so concerned about wrestling Chad Collier than Mike Desire. Maybe he overlooked someone here.
Quinten Lee has flat out stated on numerous occasions that there is no competition for him in the Heartland Wrestling Association, which I have to disagree with.
Absolutely. There's a lot of young cruiserweights coming up, many of which are in the tag division right now, but you could separate TJ or JT, either one, Crazy J or Lotus, either one could go with Quinten Lee and provide very brutal competition for him and that television title.
Well, Mike Desire working the knees into the back of Quinten Lee as he has that arm pin behind him. Quinten Lee desperately trying to get away here.
Mike Desire rides him right to the ropes.
Very smart move by Quinten Lee. Break the hold.
Quinten Lee makes it to the ropes. Pell's on the outside to recover a little bit. Gotti's coming over to talk a little garbage.
I don't think the championship can exchange hands on a 10 count. Mike Desire needs to get Quinten Lee back in this ring. Referee now up to 5. Quinten Lee needs to get back in that ring, or Mike Desire's going to win the match, but not the championship.
Quinten Lee breaking the count, using this 10 count to his advantage.
That's showing a little bit of the lack of experience on Mike Desire's part. He should have either broken up that count or went outside after Quinten Lee, because a 10 count, like you said, the belt will not exchange hands.
Well, it has to be frustrating to referee Brian Johnson here. Quinten Lee comes out for an 8, steps a foot back in, another 8. Brian Johnson, he wants to get these guys wrestling.
Let's hope he paid attention in elementary school, because he's got to do a lot of counting in this match. As with any Quinten Lee match, he likes to roll to the outside and regroup quite a bit. It's a smart move on his part. Very frustrating to the referee and his opponent. We see here now, Quinten Lee has the advantage on the ropes there with a knee to the midsection.
He knows he's got that 5 count, takes it to 3 now, slamming Mike Desire's head right down into his knee, and then the club by the elbow to the back of Mike Desire. He's down.
Mike Desire has impressed a lot of people, I'm sorry, in the HWA. Since his debut, he showed up at a fantasy camp that the HWA held, decided to stick with it, and went through the training, and he's won an 80-man battle royal held in Dayton. He's won numerous matches. He's faced opponents such as Chad Collier, Matt Stryker, Cody Hawk, a lot of the top opponents here. He's a very impressive young kid. He's got a bright future ahead of him.
Quinten Lee doing just as I suspected he would. He's trying to slow Mike Desire down as much as possible. Quinten Lee gets you down on the mat. He grinds you down. He applies holds. If he can keep Mike Desire on the ground, I think Quinten Lee's definitely got the advantage here.
Well, Gotti looking to be a spark plug for Mike Desire here, but unfortunately, Gotti can't wrestle for Mike Desire. He's still a newcomer. He's got a lot of potential. Quinten Lee, though, taking advantage of that relative inexperience. A big chop now to Mike Desire.
You mentioned Quinten Lee's style of wrestling, Hooks. If you know your old school, it's very, very reminiscent of Ted DiBiase or Arn Anderson, either one.
Well, of course, Quinten Lee, very popular for that $1 million punch, if you may, where he simply falls and drops the fist right into the face of his opponent. We haven't seen that yet here tonight. Kind of resembles the $1 Million Man a little bit, too, don't you think, Gumbo?
Yeah, a little bit. I lean more towards an Anderson. Maybe he's the lost Anderson brother. Now he's got way too much hair. Anyways, back to the match. Mike Desire in the corner now. Quinten Lee working him over. Gonna whip him out here. Mike Desire hops up, has his head, brings it down with the head scissors.
Head scissors takedown now. Mike Desire going for the pin.
Only a
This
2
kind of
count.
offense that Quinten Lee finds hard to counter, and I eat my words as Mike Desire eats a clothesline.
Well, with Quinten Lee being the bigger of the 2 men, sometimes a little power is all you need to counter. As Quinten sets him up for the suplex. Vicious snap suplex performed by Quinten Lee. Mike Desire now holding the bottom back, reaching for the ropes. Quinten Lee has him just where he wants
And here's
him.
the fist drop you spoke of, Isaac. Right
There
to the
it is.
forehead. Of course, this is a closed fist, which is illegal in professional wrestling.
Yeah, you've got the 5-second count. I mean, Quinten Lee uses that to his advantage. He knows the rules. He's a smart man, and he uses them to his advantage.
I took a poll through the crowd during intermission at the show as to who the people wanted to see walk away with the television title. And coming through the crowd, Autumn said Mike Desire. Williams said Mike Desire. 25 said Mike Desire. Chris said Mike Desire. Everybody I talked to said Mike Desire. They want to see him win it. I found one Quinten Lee fan, and he refused to give his name, but he's a fan, sits in the front row. He voted for Quinten Lee. He's the only person. It was 99-1 for Mike Desire.
Well, Mike Desire had a little bit of a comeback there with the fans on his side, but a big elbow by Quinten Lee stopped that. Quinten Lee now back on the offensive.
DDT there.
Plants Mike Desire with a vicious DDT. He claims it's over, and he's going for that pinfall. Hooks the leg.
Smart
1,
man.
2.
Mike Desire kicks out.
Just barely kicking out of that.
Quinten Lee showing a little more frustration than most competitors here in HWA might show, because he normally thinks he has everything under control. When something doesn't go his way, you're going to see that emotion on Quinten's face.
Absolutely. He's got a great way of working a mental game on his opponents, getting into their heads, frustrating them.
Once again, using that rear chin lock to slow things down a bit and get it more on his pace.
But the minute something doesn't go his way, you're playing the mental game on him. It backfires.
Quinten Lee very skilled in mat wrestling. As you see the chin lock, the reverse chin lock there applied to Mike Desire. Mike Desire's ears are probably going to look like cauliflower after this one, but he wanted the match. He's got it now. If he can win, he's got that TV title.
Gotti now begging for the crowd to get behind Mike Desire. Here they go. Do it, Mike. Come on. Quinten Lee catches it. It's a goody by Mike Desire. Quinten Lee is down. We got a 1 count, 2.
We have a new...
Oh, Mike Desire.
So close.
I thought we had a new television champion here. Mike Desire trying to do what Rory Fox could not, what the entire cruiserweight division could not. Mike Desire trying to beat Quinten Lee and take that gold.
Another thing Quinten Lee has to worry about when it comes to competition, he's no longer the cruiserweight champion.
I don't even think Quinten Lee is a cruiserweight. Whoever said he was a cruiserweight? He looks a little big for a cruiserweight.
Back when Patrick Black was in power. He's held this championship for a while, but now that it is a television title, that's open to anyone.
Shades of Ron Garvin with a stomp right to the side of Mike Desire's face.
No respect.
He could have broke his oracle bone there.
I can't imagine what. Wait a minute.
What's he doing here?
That elbow pad like we've seen so many times
You're allowed
before.
to switch an elbow pad.
Digging into
But you're not allowed to do that. What's going on here? This is
So many
ridiculous.
times before.
Some sort of cartridge, a piece of metal. I'm not sure what that was. I don't think
going to the top rope. He doesn't belong up there.
Brian Johnson obviously didn't frisk Quinten Lee good enough.
Gotti now up on the side.
Gotti saw it. Is Gotti going to let this happen to his young protege?
And Mike Desire with a super kick on the Quinten Lee. You got to be kidding me. Come on, Mike Desire. Fire up.
Nowhere.
The crowd here fired up behind Mike Desire. Ducks to the elbow there. A big chop.
Maybe Mike Desire will win this one.
Chop. Another chop, Quinten Lee.
Definitely off his game.
A mid-head drop.
Gotti is in the corner,
Drop kick.
exposing the turnbuckle.
Gotti's exposing that turnbuckle. Mike Desire working over Quinten Lee now with a backdrop there.
Well, Gotti trying to help Mike Desire out there, possibly to Russian leg sweep now.
Come on, Mike, you can do this. This is it right here, new champion. Oh, only a 2 count. You've got to be kidding me. Mike Desire begging the referee for another count.
Well, I don't know if Mike Desire knows Gotti loosen that turnbuckle. There's Gotti back up there. Looks like he's going to take the pad right off.
Big back body drop there by Mike Desire. Another cover. This is it. How much more can Quinten Lee take?
Gotti finally got that turnbuckle exposed. If someone gets run into that, that's
Brian
a
Johnson
weapon.
needs to turn around and fix that before this match goes on. Unfortunately, Brian Johnson didn't see it.
I think we're the only people that noticed it, quite frankly.
He ducks the elbow now again. This time, a double clothesline by both men. Both men are down. Come on, Mike Desire. The crowd here already getting behind him, trying to inspire Mike Desire to get up off the mat.
Both men need to be careful. Mike Desire, a young, up-and-coming superstar in HWA, putting the steel turnbuckles like that. I don't think Gotti's realized this could put a big dent in the young man's career if Quinten Lee's able to reverse that.
Absolutely. I don't think Mike Desire wants that to happen in his match. Mike Desire never resorts to cheating.
You got to hope that they didn't plan this, and then again, you got to hope that Gotti isn't on Quinten Lee's side here. I don't know what's going on with that.
A possibility.
We got a kick there. It looks like he's setting up for it.
Fisherman suplex attempt. Reverse.
We got a sleeper by Mike Desire. Good night, Quinten Lee. Good night. And he takes him down there. This is it.
Only able to get that 2 count.
Mike Desire was less than 1 count away from being the new HWA Television Champion.
Well, I can't be a big boost in this young man's career. I think Quinten Lee might have just seen the exposed steel in the corner. I might be wrong, but it looked like he took a glance over there.
Mike Desire grabs the ropes, falls on Quinten, and again, just a 2 count. I can't take much more of this. The crowd here is begging for Mike Desire to win this.
Quinten Lee still has that loaded elbow pad, which he goes for. Mike Desire ducks it.
Puts him up for
going for the backslide.
Well, Quinten Lee just too powerful.
Oh, and he hits him with the elbow pad.
Brian Johnson has no idea that elbow pad's loaded, and he goes to fix the turnbuckle.
Gotti now distracted
referee
Brian Johnson.
Gotti climbs into the ring.
Try to help Mike Desire.
Lee.
What's he doing here? Gotti hit his finisher there on the Quinten Lee.
Brian Johnson busy fixing the turnbuckle
Mike
pad.
Desire needs to get over there and pin.
Mike Desire has a prime opportunity to pin Quinten Lee
Mike Desire
right
doesn't
here.
realize what Gotti has just done. Gotti's trying to help the young
Mike
man
Desire
out.
going upstairs. What are we going to see from this youngster tonight?
I don't know if Mike Desire is able to make it upstairs.
This could be a mistake, Mike. Please
Mike
be careful.
Desire's gonna fly.
What's he doing?
Mike Desire, 1, 2, 3, champion Mike Desire in his rookie year has won the title. Quinten Lee. Oh my God, fans! The fans can't believe it here. Neither can I.
Well, Quinten Lee with a look of shock on his face at ringside now. He's held that belt for I don't know how long. From the time it was the Cruiserweight belt to the time it's the TV belt.
Gotti didn't want to seem to let go of that belt, and Mike Desire wins the title, not under the best circumstances.
Well, Gotti just... I think there might be an ulterior motive behind Gotti helping Mike Desire.
I don't know what's going on, Isaac.
It's possible.
But he's no longer champion.
The entire night. You two morons. Another moron. Jackson Breeze.
Wait a minute.
Get out here right now.
He's calling the executive committee morons?
Interesting turn of events.
That's suicide. You can't call the HWA executive committee morons.
Especially not Jackson Breeze. He doesn't take kindly to being talked to that way.
Well, I think it's possible Gotti couldn't beat Quinten Lee. He wants Mike Desire to have that belt, so maybe Gotti can have a matchup.
Gotti definitely has an ulterior motive here, Isaac.
Well, now Quinten Lee addressing the so-called moron Jackson Breeze. Let's hear what he has to say here.
No. When you made me the HWA television champion,
HWE. Oh no!
Give me a break.
I think I smell where this is going.
The HWA Television Championship, and that is still in effect.
He's saying that this.
Those are on Tuesdays.
It's being recorded.
Well, he has a point though. Television is on Tuesday. This is not Tuesday.
I agree, it's not Tuesday, but
Hooks, today's Friday. I think Quinten Lee's gonna squeak by with this.
I'll do it again.
Jackson Breeze have $55 million?
I think Jackson Breeze has got 55 cents, but
it's not TV.
no.
I think Quinten Lee's going to find a loophole for anything. Well, Mike Desire's victory definitely bittersweet here tonight. And now Gotti, who he thought was helping out Mike Desire, and who was going to turn on Mike Desire. I think he might ride on the coattails a little longer.
Might be because he's
The snake in the grass.
very much so. Gotti claiming he had a plan.
Well, he had a plan earlier too, and he looked like he was going to club Mike in the back of the head.
Absolutely. The fans are not happy. I hate to see this, fans. Young Mike Desire had the belt in his clutches, only to have it pulled away.
Well, Jackson's not done yet.
Mike, you busted your ass tonight. No, he didn't. That belt ought to be around your waist.
It should be, but unfortunately it's not Tuesday Night TV.
So Quinten, tell you what. Tuesday night's TV, right? Yeah. You and Mike Desire, right?
Quinten Lee not escaping the clutches
The
of Mike Desire.
The executive committee has spoken. We've got a match set up.
On our regular Tuesday TV tapings, Mike Desire will get one more chance to do what he did tonight, pin Quinten Lee, and win the HWA Television Title.
It's not the pay-per-view belt. It's not the Ground Zero belt. It's the TV belt. We're going to see it on the line Tuesday night.
Quinten Lee outsmarted all of us, Isaac.